Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Friday, we're closing out the trading week today, guys. We wanted to head back to the crude oil and tell you a little bit about what's been happening here in the last few days and our current conviction, our current position on the crude oil. It's quite interesting. But let me dial back first to the beginning. As far as we see it, price was on the downside. It was already beginning to drop, right? We actually got really involved with the crude oil when we noticed that price, after breaking below 58.55, which was suspicious in itself. I mean, it did that after taking the previous high, and we started to believe that we might be looking at a trading range, right? At first, we thought price was gonna go up, right, as part of a higher dimension Elliott wave cycle that actually comes from the weekly chart. But obviously we were wrong about that assumption. As price began to break 58.55, we thought we might have here a full downside move back to the lower section here. And when price kind of crossed over the 200-day moving average, that's where we pulled the trigger, right? And we began to dive with the crude oil all the way to 53.12. So we started pretty good at the beginning. We were pretty successful on hitting 53.12, taking some profit off the table. Later on, we thought price was gonna continue to move downwards and take the previous lows. So we stayed in with half of the position. At some point, price began to turn back up. When it met 53.12 from below, we've had this kind of a reconfirmation. We actually felt pretty comfortable on, carrying on with our short position. But then a couple of days later, price basically broke back above 53.12. That was our sign to split. So we closed out that bearish position, and we took a bit of a break. But it didn't take too long for us to come back, but basically flip over. So we have a bullish position ever since. I want to show you the very moment that we decided to come back in, only to the opposite direction, where it was about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago. Price basically came back with a weekly close. Take a look, right? 53.12. But then it started the week on the downside, right? I'm talking about last week. And when price began to bounce back up and reveal this spike, that's where we felt that price basically trying to tell us that the 53.12 has turned into a super support level, right? It's been a resistance, but now price basically shows us that it acknowledges 53.12 as a supportive level, right? So we decided to take action according to that behavior, and you can see how it looks like from the daily perspective. This is the moment when price came back, found some support, and began to bounce back up, turned around, and began to build up some positive momentum. So right now, guys, we are roughly in the middle of the way, right? Because the mid-high key level, right, which is the next imminent resistance level, also our main target, is 58.55. So we're talking about 3 points to go, right? When we hit that level, when we reach that higher section here, we'll be basically finishing up the fourth leg, right? Price probably will dip into the higher section, but at some point it would probably look to reverse and begin to drop back again to the lower section to complete the fifth leg. So it should be interesting. Stick around. We'll be definitely coming back and keeping you posted. That's about that for the crude oil, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.